to provide the resources and then the little facility the university was able to provide, you were able to maximize them to achieve your purpose and your aim. Once again, I want to thank everybody for coming for this occasion, and I pray that God, as we go back to our different destinations, God will be able to lead us and help us in Jesus' name. Once again, I want to welcome you, and I thank God for today. No, he has it. Yes, he has it. This has it. Yes. The PC. I'm the one. No, let me see the PC. Yeah. Let me go me and can go to the PC. Yes. Please, I want to grab your indulgence to read the Vice Chancellor remark. An address by the Vice Chancellor, Nnamdi University, Professor Charles Okechukwu Esemoye, FAS, FPSN, and the 14th Induction Ceremony of the Department of Medical Laboratory Science, Tuesday, 19 December 2023, at the College Auditorium, College of Health Science, Nnamdi University, Okofia, Nnewi. It is a delight to welcome you all to this 14th induction ceremony of the Department of Medical Lab Science. Firstly, the graduates, and then the parents and guardians and the other guests. But I must, with due respect, make particular mention of the Registrar of the Medical Laboratory Council of Nigeria, Dr. Tosan Ihebo, who is the chief celebrant of this induction. His presence and his participation is the imprimatur, so to say, admitting the graduates and inductees into the medical laboratory science profession. I congratulate also the teachers who have successfully baked the hitherto students into finished products, as I rejoice with the parents and guardians. By today's ceremony, their financial and other sacrifices in training of these graduates have not been in vain. For you, the graduates, your induction today will mark your first steps into the life beyond the university, into the world of work with its many challenges and prospects. You must stay focused, guided by the knowledge and the competencies you have acquired from your studies and the worldly values imbibed from life in the university generally. You are expected to be good ambassadors of the Department of Medical Lab Science and of this university of all times from which you have graduated. I sought and assumed office as Vice Chancellor of Nnamdi University with a vision which I have at every appropriate event shared with the university community, to make Nnamdi University the best university in Nigeria, among the 10 best universities in Africa, and among the best 200 universities in Africa, with subsequent Project 200. As my tenure winds down, I deem it appropriate to appraise you of the progress made. The extant placement of universities by the Times Higher Education 2024 ranking places Nnamdi University as follows. Number 1, Young Universities ranking for universities not more than 55 years establishment. Nnamdi is placed 51 plus in global ranking and 5th in Nigeria. Sub-Saharan African ranking, universities ranked 31st and 4th in Nigeria. In the world ranking, universities ranked 1,500 plus in the world and 8th in Nigeria, up from 10th in 2023. Can you give me another applause for that achievement by our Vice Chancellor? From these rankings, I make bold to say we have good progress. Once again, I welcome you all and wish you safe journey back to your various destinations at the end of this exercise. Thank you, yours sincerely, Professor Charles F. Osimone, FAS, APSN, Vice Chancellor of Inverness University. Thank you.
Thank you, my Vice Chancellor. Permit me to recognize the presence of some important dignitaries. The former provost, my own mentor, the teacher of teachers, Professor Clement Ezechukwu. Your seat is here, sir. Please, sir, come and have your honorable seat. Professor Clement Ezechukwu. You are welcome, sir. I acknowledge the presence of Chairman, Association of Medical Laboratory Scientists of Nigeria, Anambra Chapter, ably represented by Dr. Oneze Bright. Dr. Oneze Bright, double as the Chairman, Association of Medical Laboratory Scientists of Nigeria, UNIZIC Chapter. Can we clap for them? Quickly, there is a modification in the program. Please, we have presentation and breaking of kola nut. Mr. Chairman, sir, we have kola nut here.
I got the rate here. Please, is there anybody from Nnewi? Onye otolo Nnewi n'ebe a, biko, wepụla ya ọjị. Onye Nnewi, onye otoro, onye n'ebe a, biko, bụrụ ọjị. Chọọ onye otoro, efe onye otoro, efe onye Nnewi. Onye na-enwe aka ebe, n'ebe a na-enwe aka ebe. Yes, nge were one maka Vice Chancellor. Then the Dean, say Provost. Okay, so okay, Marebois. Okay, Provost. The Dean. Wegalo Melo Dodge. Of the landlord. The registrar of the council, please. Huh? Professor Azikiwe Yoji. Yeah, the elder today, our lecturer, to the guest lecturer, Professor Nnamdi Yoji. Then the college secretary. Well, Lord, I don't go just go well. I get your head to it. At the HOD of the day. Yes. I don't go here. I guess go well. Again, yes, no, Please, one parent. Somebody represent the parents, please. ga-enye onye Nnewi ka ọ. Biko onye Nnewi n'ebe a biko ka ọ kpara ya ekpere ka ọ gọọ ya afọ kpara ya ekpere ọjị ya onye Nnewi.
DJ, we need another microphone. DJ, can we have another microphone?
Hallelujah. Ọjị ka m na-ekwu maka ede ka enyere m ike ka m kwuo okwu maka ọjị. Ede ka o si wee dị ọjị aha anụ bekee ọ Igbo ka ọ na-anụ asụsụ anyị ka anyị ji eme ya. Na-ekene Chineke onye mee ka ọnọdụ a nke ezubere ka ọ bịa na mmezu. Na-asị dị ka anyị zukọ na anyị amalitere n'ime Chineke anyị emezukwe na nchịkọ kene Chineke ekele n'ife o mere. Ka Chineke bịa na mmalite ije a gọziela anyị ọjị a ka tata ndụ tata ahụike tata ife ọma na njụpụjife na ka Chineke nara otuto ebe ngọzi ya wụ nke ụmụ ya n'afa Jizọs Kraịst bụ onye nwe anyị.
Amen. DJ man, we need another microphone here.
Biko nyekwuzie melodi ka ọ tụkwasịzie ya. Okay, n'otu aka m ọ ga-awụzi ka yawa gawazie enu ọfọsịrị bịale na-adị crazy no si crazy ọjị please. Biko ya kebezi crazy ọjị ndị wala ọjị ụmụ ibe n'ibe ụmụ onye wala ọjị tinye n'efere nụ ihe iche ka Igbo.
Hello, good morning all. Let me stand on the existing protocol and just welcome our parents who are here to see to the happiest period of their children. We welcome you, then welcome the friends and well-wishers, then the academic staff, the professors, my colleagues, the other lecturers, I welcome you to this August occasion that is taking place in December. I also want to welcome our graduates who are trying to go into the public life today after the swearing in. They will now enter and start answering medical lab scientists. But as of now, you are still under my control. But immediately after that, you are no more under our control. So you are welcome. I think since the inception of this faculty, this 14th induction ceremony is the highest, both in operation and whatever. So we are pushing it into the society about 162 newly graduated lab scientists. I welcome all of you, and I want to take this opportunity to tell you that it's not when you just finish running in here, you start looking for visa. No. There are so many other things for you to do. You have to do the intern. After your internship, you now do youth service before you are qualified to start looking for anywhere. And also I want to inform you that this our college, Okofia premises, you know how you suffered before you can graduate from this place. And you have those things in mind, that wherever you are, you remember Okofia premises and try to acknowledge us by joining the Faculty of Health Science Alumni Association, which we hope before the January or February next year, we are supposed to have the election and put the executives in order. I want to also to remind you that we are not training you to go and look for shortcuts to make wealth or abandon your profession and start entering into Yahoo. We don't do that. What we train you here, you are well disciplined, you are well learned, that we are pushing you out to save life of other people, and also, it may be mine also, and also help people to succeed in whatever they are doing. But the most important thing to me is to make sure that you recognize or you remember our faculty of Health Science and Technology, that makes you what you are today. Please, I don't want any time at all to hear that one person is involved in one bad practice or the other, which is very common now. You see people involved in organ transplants, organ manipulations. Please don't try that. It's not good. So let me also take this opportunity to remind you, not everybody amongst you are supposed to go to abroad, and not everybody amongst you are supposed to be in practice, maybe having private practice or whatever. But some of you are bright enough to come back to the classroom and help to teach the younger ones. Because when you run away and enter into private practice, automatically we may not see people that will teach the younger ones. I pray that you try and remember to come back to help us and train the upcoming ones. With this, I can say thank you and congratulations. You are welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, my dean. My head of department, I call you to give your remarks, sir. That's Dr. Samuel Okay, he's the head of department of medical laboratory science, a vibrant young man, an erudite scholar.
Mr. Chairman, the Vice Chancellor of the Nnamdi University, the University of All Moment, Professor Charles Okechukwu Esemone, FAS, ably represented here by no other than our own Provost, Professor Gerald Digwe, who is in turn represented by our own Deputy Provost, Professor Ejadlu Chugobi. You're welcome, sir. The Registrar and Chief Executive Officer of the Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria, Dr. Tosan Erabo, represented here by a no small person in the name of Lady Christy Igwe. Lady Christy Igwe is the head, the Southeast Liaison Office of the Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria. Registrar, you're welcome, sir. My Dean, Professor M.J. Nwankwo, Dean, Faculty of Health Sciences and Technology, and my own big brother. My Dean, you're welcome, sir. The Dean of Basic Medical Sciences, you may not know that these graduates couldn't have got to this point today without the foundation laid by the Faculty of Basic Medical Sciences. And so we want to recognize the Dean of Basic Medical Sciences, Professor Aloysius Ngozi Okoba. Let me also welcome the immediate past Deputy Provost, Professor Neka Abakoba. Prof, you're welcome. I also welcome all the other deans, Dean of Medicine, Dean of Basic Clinical Sciences. We have here in our midst, and it is my honor to also welcome him, the past provost of our college, and a man that has always meant well for the Faculty of Health Science and Technology in general, and for the Department of Medical Laboratory Science, Professor Ezechukwu. Prof, you're welcome, sir. I am not a man of protocol, but before I key into the already established protocol, permit me to recognize the presence of all the professors in the college, all the academic staff of the college and of the university. Let me, on behalf of all the professors, acknowledge the presence of one of us who has always been there, guiding us, mentoring us, directing us to make sure that we don't make mistakes. It is no other than my own namesake. I'm humbled to be named, to have the same name with this professor. And I look forward every day to be like him one day. It's no other person than Professor S.C. Melodo. Prof, we are welcome. We are pleased to have you. Professor Manafa, you're welcome. Professor Kibe, you're welcome. Welcome the CMD of the Nnamdi University Teaching Hospital, Newi, Professor Baja. I know he's here with us. Permit me, Mr. Chairman, to stand on the existing protocol while I present my welcome address. I'm delighted this morning to be here today and to welcome all of you to the 14th induction stroke oath-taking ceremony of the 2022 Bachelor of Medical Laboratory Science graduates. Let me congratulate you, all the graduates, and all your parents or your guardians. However, my utmost congratulations go to Nnamdi University, Awka, in general, and the Department of Medical Laboratory Science, who are the direct parents of these graduates. Congratulations, every one of you. I want to appreciate the Vice Chancellor in no small measure for being there for us at all times. Anytime we call upon him, he is always there. That this event is taking place today is because of the cooperation of the Vice Chancellor. There are a whole lot of things I cannot say here for obvious reasons. But we want to thank the Vice Chancellor in no small measure. Let me also welcome the registrar once again, our own registrar and CEO of the Medical Laboratory Science Council, for being not just the registrar of the council, but a friend of the university and of the departments. We welcome all the professors here present. The Dean, we have mentioned him before, and every one of us, we are happy that you are here. The head of departments, or the various departments in the Faculty of Health Sciences and Technology and of the College of Health Sciences, we want to welcome all of you for finding time to be with us and to celebrate with us today. May I heartily appreciate the presence of the parents and the guardians and all of us here present today. We are happy that you are here, and we are not taking it for granted. It will remain indelible in our hearts for this great honor that you have granted unto us. The branch chairperson of the Academic Staff Union of University, my own friend and comrade Uboj, I know he's on his way coming. I thank him for giving us support. And my boss, the immediate past chairperson of the branch, comrade Steve O'Farrell. He's also on his way and will be joining us shortly. I welcome all these people to this occasion. Let me also welcome, because without them, this occasion today wouldn't be possible. Let me welcome the state chairperson of the Association of Medical Laboratory Scientists of Nigeria, Anambra State Chapter, Mr. Ikena Anahalo, represented here by our own Dr. Bright Uneze. You're welcome, sir. Dr. Bright Uneze is here in triple capacity, if I can remember. He's here representing the state chairperson of AMSIN. He's also the UNIZIC chairperson of AMSIN, and he's a lecturer in the Department of Medical Laboratory Science. Dr. Bright, you're welcome. I welcome all of us here, all the professors and all the technical and administrative staff of the department and of the college. Without your efforts, without your sacrifices, without your commitments, what we are doing today wouldn't have been possible. I congratulate all of you and pray that God will continue to give you strength. This is my craving indulgence to present to the CEO of Medical Laboratory Science Council the class of 2022 2022. This class, they tag themselves the Invictors. They have passed through rigors of academic and professional training, and we have found them worthy both in learning and in character. Sir, today we are presenting to you the highest in number since the inception of the department. 162 graduates. Mr. Vice Chancellor, sir, it is not just highest in number. Permit me to also inform you, sir, that today we are presenting to you the highest in quality. For sure, for want of time, I may not go into all the details. But let me inform you, sir, that here seated, amongst the 162 persons that will be inducted today, 6 of them made first class. Let me also inform you, sir, that the best graduating student of the Faculty of Health Science and Technology is also seated here today. Sir, today we are presenting to you not just trained and refined medical laboratory scientists. We are presenting to you men and women who have over the time proven to be captains of industry. Their entrepreneurial skill is top-notch. Time will fail us to tell you all that they have done while they were here with us. So let me not go into all of them for want of time. But permit me, sir, to just single out one person who has actually made the university proud in the field of sports. We have here in this hall to be inducted today someone who has represented this university in national and international competitions and has won trophies for the university. He has represented in Kenya, he has represented in every other places. Maybe I should mention his name, sir. He is no other person than John Egege. Let me very briefly mention one thing. He competed in Professor Charles Esemone's Unizik Athlete Championship competition, which held in 22nd to 26th June, and won 3 gold medals in javelin. He represented Nnamdi University Awka in Nigerian University Games, where he broke a 2-decade record in the men's category, winning gold medal for Unizik in javelin. 2-decade record, sir. Mr. John also represented the university in Federation of All African Games held in Kenya in 2022. All African University Games. There, he came third in javelin and won bronze medal for the university. I just mentioned this for a few. Mr. Vice Chancellor, sir, he is not just a refined medical laboratory scientist, but a refined sportsman. He has made the department proud. He has made the university proud. I don't know, I may be wrong, sir, if the university has in any way recognized him. I don't know. If that is not true, sir, I crave your indulgence to do the needful. Not only him, sir, but even the department. You can see that for him to be what he is today, the department has a huge hand in it. Sir, please, we crave your indulgence to do something in that regard. Finally, the Invictus. I congratulate you. While you were here, you have done us proud. We did not just teach you, or you did not just graduate under us as students. At the time we became partners, they have helped the department in no small measure. They have partnered the department in many ways. I may not have all the time to fulfill it. But I want to charge you. I want to charge you to continue to be good ambassadors of this great university and the profession, medical laboratory science. It is important that you know that. Is he here? Is he here? Okay, thank you. You have to be good ambassadors. You must bear the lights and show the lights. A lamp is not lit and put under the bushel, under the cupboard. It is put on the lampstand that it may shine and give light unto all that are in the room. You are the light of the world. You are the salt of the world. You must not let your light be quenched. You must not let your saltiness lose its saltiness. You must continue to strive to project the image of the university. And very importantly, do not forget your alma mater. Do not forget your teachers. In hunger, in starvation, in dejection, all these have made sacrifices to bring you to where you are today. Do not forget them. Do not forget your younger ones. I will continue to give this charge, even as we continue to stay here and beyond. Before I finally end this welcome address, I want to once again, I'm reminded that the CMD, our own Professor Baja, is represented by Mr. Jackson Joko. Where is he? Grant me the grace to cite you, sir. Okay. Mr. CMD, sir, I want to use this medium to request from you. What we do here is to try to encourage hard work and excellence in our own little way. It will be our pleasure if you grant us the request of granting automatic internship placements for at least best 15 graduates of this set. I've been asked by the department to make this prayer to you, and because you have always been our friend and our supporter, we know you are not going to fail us. Thank you very much. Our distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we feel honored to have you here today, both those here present in this hall and our innumerable online guests. We welcome all of you. Your presence today is not taken for granted, and we will forever remain grateful. God bless you all. God bless you parents and guardians. God bless Nnamdi University. God bless Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much, and welcome to this occasion.
A round of applause for my head of department. Thank you, the head of department, medical laboratory science, may we quickly get to the next agendum, the keynote speaker. He is an erudite professor, a great stakeholder in medical laboratory profession. He's a member, professional mentor, and a coach in the Institute of Mentoring and Career Coaching of Nigeria since 2014. A fellow, Institute of Policy Management Development. He's a great leader. No wonder he was honored with a certificate in leadership, team building and total quality improvement, sustainable management development by Center for Global Zoo and Center for Disease Control and Prevention. He's a man I'm not worthy to read his citation, but for the need to fulfill the protocol, I've been given the anointing to read brief of his citation. He's a member of various committees. Notable is the 18th committee of Nnamdi Azikiwe University Teaching Hospital, a foundation member of a editorial board of Nnamdi Azikiwe University Teaching Hospital. He has facilitated the establishment and takeoff of departments of medical laboratory sciences in Madonna University, Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Ebonyi State University, Usman Dan Fodio University, just to mention but a few. He is a man who has facilitated the establishment of postgraduate programs in medical microbiology and immunology in College of Health Sciences since 1995. He has been an examiner, an external examiner, an assessor for Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria. He's a medical laboratory in various medical laboratory professions. Medical laboratory assistants, medical laboratory technicians, first professional exams and final professional exams, fellowship exams, Bachelor of Medical Laboratory Science exam of Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria. He has designed and supervised many projects in hematology, histopathology, and teaching laboratories, pathology and pharmacology laboratories in College of Health Sciences. This is a man without whom Southeast would not have developed greatly in the formation of the Department of Medical Laboratory Science. He has had many merit awards, and one of them, notable, is the Meritorious Award given to him by Nigeria in 2012 by NIMESA UNIZIC chapter. He has got a Meritorious Award of Excellence by Association of Medical Laboratory Scientists of Nigeria, Anambra State Branch, 2016. He has been a supervisor for many PhDs. Most professors today went through his tutelage. Ladies and gentlemen, for the want of time, permit me to present no other person but a great professor, a teacher of teachers, Professor Nnamdi.
Good afternoon, everybody. I would like to say that I'm being addressed in borrowed robes, but I should rather say thanks to Almighty God for what He has used me to do for both this profession and for the society. The Vice Chancellor, Professor Charles Esimonye, FAS, ably represented by the Provost, Professor Gerard Udigwe, the Deputy Provost, Professor Ejatuchukwa Luobi, who was my mate when we started this place in 1989 as ASUTEC. The Dean of the Faculty, Professor M.J. Wankwo, who though dead in surgery, also helped us to develop this faculty for physiotherapy. I also wish to recognize Professor Sam Melodo, who we met when we came. He was already here when we came in 89 in biochemistry department. But never, and until now, is still full-fledged part of the Faculty of Earth Sciences and Technology, as well as Faculty of Medicine. I wish to recognize the Registrar of the Council, my boss, Dr. Tosan Irabo, even though if he were to be here, if I said that, he would dispute it, but it's my boss, it's my registrar. Ably represented by Lady Christy Igwe. I also wish to recognize the immediate past Deputy Provost, Professor Nek Abakoba, and all the professors here, and all the deans here, and all the parents who have taken time to come and watch their awards do the needful. I also wish to recognize the college secretary, Mr. Bright Anyanwu. For font of time, please allow me to stand on the existing protocol. This lecture was somehow carved to last for about 20 minutes, but we have taken much time. Let me see how I can compress it. But for the students, please, I would like your class rep or your team leader to pick it on WhatsApp and send to all of you. It's a very good message for you to take home. I titled it Professionalism in Medical Laboratory Practice. But I want to start by saying that when we came here in 1989, College of Earth Sciences was to be made up of 5 faculties. Faculty of Basic Medical Science, Faculty of Medicine, Faculty of Earth Science and Technology, Faculty of Pharmacy, and School of Dentistry. A committee was set up by the then VC, Professor Awka, towards establishing any of these faculties, with our daddy, late Professor B.C. Umera of Radiology, then the Provost as the chairman. Incidentally, I was made one of the members of that committee. At the end of it, we recommended that medical Faculty of Earth Science and Technology will take off in 1994, while Faculty of Pharmacy will take off in 1998. Unfortunately, for reasons we don't know or we know, this could not happen till 2003. So what am I trying to say? Outside being the 14th induction group, this faculty and the department are now 20 years old. 20 good years from takeoff. And as was told, your mates are Usman Danfodio University, Sokoto, for which I was privileged also to plant, and I still visit since 2005, and Ebonyi State University, Abakaleke. It's good to remind us that we have gone very far. We passed through Professor Nwako, through Professor Ejiofor, and incidentally, we got the blessing to take off in 2003 by our daddy, Professor Ilochi Awka for SAN. And also, with very big support from our emeritus professor, who did everything to make sure we didn't have any problem in taking off, because medical law was supposed to have taken off in 1994. Emeritus Professor Mbonu gave us all the support by starting a 24 months program. And it is very disheartening, the sad news that we lost him on 24th of November. May his soul rest in perfect peace. In 2009, we graduated only 25 medical lab scientists. And today, we are inducting 162. You can see how fast we have grown. And that is why I will say, success is not final. Future is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. We have the courage, and we are moved from 25 to 162. Education is our passport to the future. For tomorrow belongs to the people who prepare for it today. And I believe we prepared for today, the day you were given admission. Thus, success does not happen overnight. It is a product of long-term diligence and perseverance. Life is a journey. As we learn more, it first becomes the beginning of the journey. We should make our dreams happen by working on them and believing in ourselves. Our future depends on what we do in the present. We should join hands to right any wrongs we have noticed, which we see in the society, for greater institution, nation, and brighter future for we, the young generation. We should not just be blaming the old one. We can make it better. When circumstances keep us from sharing our struggles, bearing each other's burdens, and encouraging one another, then we have pushed our spiritual lives into a potential circle of constant defeat. Let us not always allow any circumstance to plant us like no one else has ever faced what I am facing. Or I am so bad and no other one has ever done what I have done. Or no believer has ever failed as I failed. We need to realize that we are all weak, frail, and in need of God's grace. We all struggle in varying degrees and in various flavors, but we are all made of the same stuff. We don't have super sense. Therefore, starting any project requires vision. And of course, we have been told by the Vice Chancellor about vision of Project what? 200. We require vision, enthusiasm, and resources. Finishing is always better than the starting. We must therefore see challenges as opportunities and not as threats. Strengths, not weaknesses. So there is no success story without problem encountered and overcome. For the past 5-6 years, you have encountered so many challenges and problems. But today you have done what? You have overcome. We require at all times perseverance and determination, patience, self-discipline, and wisdom as to accomplish our lofty goals and objectives in life. Medical laboratory professionals perform, develop, evaluate, correlate, and assure accuracy and validity of laboratory information, direct and supervise medical laboratory resources and operations, and collaborate in the diagnosis and treatment of patients. The medical laboratory profession has diverse and multiple level functions in the areas of analysis and clinical decision-making, information management, regulatory compliance, education, and quality assurance performance improvement, wherever laboratory testing is researched, developed, and or performed, just as the HOD has charged you. Medical laboratory professionals demonstrate ethical and moral attitudes and principles that are necessary for gaining and maintaining the confidence of patients, professional associates, and the community. Therefore, we actively strive to establish cooperative and respectful working relationship with other healthcare professionals, with primary objective of ensuring a high standard of care for the patients we serve. And that will make me to ask you to see, your motto will be what? Patient first. Have the responsibility to contribute from this sphere of professional competence to the general well-being of the community. You cannot contaminate the community. Comply with relevant laws and regulations pertaining to the practice of medical science and actively seek within the dictates of our consciences to change those who do not meet the high standards of care and practice, to which the person is committed. Avoid conflicts of interest in our dealings. What is conflict of interest? You sell your conscience, sell your profession, and sacrifice their profession, and sacrifice the society, and sacrifice the patients. That is conflict of interest. Because of what? Money. Medical professionalism is service, delivered according to patient's interest. It is essential to enforce this notion because financial pressures at the expense of quality service strengthen the integrity of the patient, laboratory, doctor relationship. What am I saying? You have 3 customers. Number 1 customer is the patient. Number 2 is the doctor. Number 3 are the manufacturers of the reagents and kits we use. You should not sacrifice it because of your personal income. Medicine can never succeed as a transaction. It can only succeed as a partnership, a trusting exchange with patients, who is the hallmark of professionalism. If the patient does not trust you, he cannot divulge information about him to you. And you are not supposed to also divulge information to somebody who is not supposed to do that. Thus, both the giver and receiver of commissions or bribe for patronage are liable and guilty of unethical practice. We are saying we are medical scientists, and therefore, we must be accountable for quality and integrity of the laboratory services we provide as we live here. Maintain high standards of practice. Maintain strict confidentiality of patient information and test results. Uphold and maintain the dignity and respect of our profession, and strive to maintain a reputation of honesty, integrity, and reliability. One of my mentors and models, late Professor W.I.B. Onibo, said we are own image makers. Nobody can sell you, but you have to sell yourself. So if you sell yourself in a bad light, we see you in a bad light. If you sell yourself in a good light, then you are seen in a good light. So you are now the image makers of your profession. Today you are a student. As soon as you leave here and collect your certificate, you are no longer a student. You are now what? A colleague. I hope you know that. You are no longer a student. You are now what? A colleague. And whatever you do affects your profession. We are supposed to contribute to the advancement of the profession by improving the body of knowledge, adopting scientific advances that benefit the patient, and maintaining high standards of practice and education. We have ethical dilemmas. What are they? An ethical dilemma can be defined as an undesirable or unpleasant choice relating to a moral principle or practice. As human beings, we seem prone in failing personal ethics tests. Why do we do something even when we know that it is wrong? You know it is wrong. I give you money to say this person is this. You write the wrong thing. Do we cheat because we think we should not be caught? Do we give ourselves permission to cut corners because we rationalize that it's just for one time, and that one time can be what? Dangerous. Is this our way of dealing with pressure? But there is a time and a place for everything. We have 2 choices. 1, to win by doing whatever it takes, even if it is unethical, or to have ethics and lose. When you lose, what does it mean? You have maintained their integrity, you have maintained their character. And you are found worthy in character and what? Learning. Character comes before learning. So if you now fail in character, the learning will do what? The learning will go. The university will withdraw their certificate because they're no longer a good ambassador. This is a real moral dilemma. Few people set out with the desire to be dishonest, but nobody wants to lose. Love is the only viable standard for determining right from wrong. If you embrace ethical behavior, will it automatically make you rich and successful? Of course not. Absolutely. Ethics and competence is the winning equation. But you cannot be competent without having the capacity and what? Capability. So don't delve into what you are not capable of doing. Don't delve into what you don't have the capacity to do. That's why, even as of now, assume that you are still a student. You still have a lot to learn from people. In contrast, people who do continually attempt to test the age of ethics inevitably go over that age. Short course never pay off in the long run. It may be possible to fool people for a season, but in the long run, their deeds will catch up with them because truth must come. There are only two important points when it comes to ethics. The first is standard. Your HOD has confirmed that you have maintained the standard. You have maintained the quality. The second one now is the will to follow that standard. As you are now living, do you have that will to follow that standard? Your HOD has vouched for you. Ethics is about how we meet the challenges of doing the right thing when we will cost more than we want to pay. There are two aspects of ethics. The first involves the ability to design right from wrong, good from evil, and propriety from impropriety. The second involves the commitment to do what is right, good, and proper. Ethics involves action. It is not just a topic for you to debate on. So, my dear fresh graduates, you have passed through the department and the university. And I sincerely hope and believe that the department and the university has also gone through you to be properly molded. I urge you all to be good ambassadors of the department and the university, as the dean has even said. And Medical Lab Science Council, that is going to give you license to practice as you step into the world today to begin the long life journey in medical laboratory practice and education. Always remember to fulfill all ethical obligations to your parents who have sacrificed to make you what you are today, to your colleagues and the profession, the society, other health professionals, and to the Medical Laboratory Council of Nigeria. Never forget where you started, where you are now, and where you are going. Always embrace continuing professional development programs, as the education acquired today in Nnamdi Azikiwe at graduation cannot be enough to see you through the long life journey and practice. And with the employers, please make sure you employ the right people. People that are qualified, people who have the license. We urge you to please comply with the requirements and guidelines of the Medical Laboratory Council of Nigeria. Only the medical lab scientists are registered and practice to man medical laboratories. They are accountable for the quality and integrity of laboratory services provided. The other cadres work under supervision. Always employ the different cadres, but be very cautious of their competence and capabilities as to avoid problems associated with quackery, fake and substandard operations, leading to long results and misdiagnosis. Ethical issues in the practice of healthcare professionals have been a hydra-headed problem, threatening the quality of healthcare delivery. Ethical reflections contribute to professional awareness and strengthen professional dignity and integrity. This dignity and integrity and character has been surfacing, so try to make a
the name of your school, your phone number, your names in block letters, today's date,